Still hiding money under your mattress? Contrary to popular belief, investing your financial assets in a government savings bond can actually help your money grow. Our professionals at Global Transit House and Home will raise and nurture your money as if it were their own. We're very protective of our young. Trust our team of experts to take care of your hard-earned money and make it work for you. Picture your dream house, a sprawling lakefront property with mature trees and a winding driveway through a wrought iron gate. We're not just talking about white picket fences. Come in and talk to one of our mortgage specialists. Tell us about your dreams, and we'll make it a reality. Hello, America. Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm your host, Jermaine Dwight, and I'm here with our special guest, Ken Gargara. Welcome, Ken.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
I heard that you once sailed around the world?
Yes, I did. I was a teacher on board a ship called Semester at Sea, and we sailed from Fort Lauderdale all the way around the world, ended up in Seattle. Took us 3.5 months.
What would you say the highlight of that trip was?
Well, we went to 7 different countries, and they were all very interesting. You know, Spain, Sri Lanka, Egypt, but probably the highlight for me was Jerusalem. I happened to be there just by chance on Easter weekend, and I asked somebody to point out that Mount of Olives to me, so I climbed up a hill and ended up walking in a procession that was going from the Mount of Olives to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and that was quite an experience for me. Although in India, we went with a family once, and I slept overnight in an apartment in the middle of Mumbai, and I was awakened at 5 a.m. by, I swear, 1 million crows flying out of the middle of the city. When I went out to the window to look, I noticed 1 million people sleeping on the roofs of the houses below me, and it really got me thinking about how much poverty there was in the world compared to our country. So it was quite an experience in all ways.
Sounds like you've had a very interesting life.
Yeah, that was a job. It ended up, it's serendipity. You know, I couldn't get a job. I had a PhD, could not get a job, and it's the only job I could get, and it ended up being one of the best things I ever did.
Speaking of your PhD, I hear you finished school with over 352 credits. Is this correct?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a badge of honor, I think. 350 credits is quite a bit. I was a professional student for the better part of 11 years, partly because I really liked school, and I was good at it, and I liked learning things, and my tuition was paid for mainly because I was a grad assistant. But I just, took a big load of credits every semester, usually anywhere from 19 to 21 credits a semester. And so when I finally did get my PhD, I had 2 master's degrees, a bachelor's degree, and a PhD. So that explains 350 credits.
Yeah, wow. Now, do you have any kids to continue the Gargara legacy?
I actually have 2 daughters, both of whom live in Boston, and 2 grandchildren. They sadly do not live in Pittsburgh, but they both love Boston, so I'm starting to enjoy Boston myself a little bit.
Do you see them often?
I go up quite a bit since the grandkids came along, probably once every couple months. And they come to Pittsburgh. We trade holidays on and off. I'm doing quite a bit of traveling, racking up those frequent flyer miles on U.S. Airways.
See, well, being a theater teacher, have you exposed other people to music, or have you?
Well, musical theater is my specialty because I was actually a musician in former life. I started out as a trumpet player who played piano as a side, and I went to school for it because I really wanted to. I loved it. It's the only thing I really loved doing. And somewhere along the line, I moved into theater and really enjoyed that.
Well, being a theater teacher, as I just mentioned, is there a specific type of movies that you like to watch?
Well, I love all movies. I'm constantly watching movies, but my special genre is science fiction. I'll watch anything, no matter how bad it is. I really do enjoy science fiction movies. Not so much Sci-Fi Channel anymore, but science fiction movies, I'll go see them anytime.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, America, for joining me and Ken. This has been 10 minutes, and see you guys tomorrow. You asked to see me?
Yes.
I think I know why.
Do you?
Yes, look.
You sussed it out, huh?
CJ.
Let me tell you something, Sam. You're a smart guy, but if you could figure it out, and I could figure it out, what makes you think there is no one in my press room that could figure it out?
There's nothing to figure out, CJ.
You can't spend time with a call girl, Sam. You're gonna get caught.
Caught doing what?
Don't get cute with me.
You're aware that when I took her home, I didn't know she was a call girl, right?
Yes, but you called her again and you went back to see her.
I went back to see her. I didn't go back to solicit her.
It doesn't make a difference.
It does make a difference.
You work in the White House, Sam. You work 50 feet from the Oval Office. And you're consorting with a woman.
Consorting? I like this girl. I'm friends with this girl. This friendship isn't going to affect the president. I think it's high time. Damn. Sorry, I messed up that part. Okay.
Right there, so if you need it, just look at it.
Okay.
We're rolling.
You asked to see me?
Yes?
I think I know why.
Do you?
Yes.
You sussed it out, huh?
CJ.
Let me tell you something, Sam. You're a smart guy, but if you could figure it out and I could figure it out, what makes you think no one in my press room could figure it out?
There's nothing to figure out, CJ.
You can't spend time with a call girl, Sam. You're gonna get caught.
Caught doing what?
Don't get cute with me.
You're aware that when I went to see her, I didn't know she was a call girl, right?
Yes, but you called her again and you went back to see her.
I went back to see her. I didn't go back to solicit her.
It doesn't make a difference.
It does make a difference.
You work in the White House, Sam. You work 50 feet from the Oval Office. And you're consorting with a woman who...
Consorting? I'm friends with this woman. I like this woman. And our friendship poses no threat to the president. Being friends with her will put this woman's life on the right track. And isn't that what we're trying to do here?
Oh.
CJ.
I see.
This
So
is
you-
ridiculous.
You're there to help her see the error of her ways.
I'm there because I like her. I'm there because I would be there if there was alcohol or drugs involved. I'm not sleeping with her. This isn't tawdry.
I don't care what it is. I care what it looks like.
And I care what it is. And I think it's high time that we all spend a little less time looking good.
And more time being good?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that song before. One other thing.
Are we done?
No, Sam. When I say one other thing, that means we're not done and that there's one other thing.
I'm resenting the hell out of this conversation.
Yeah, it was tough to tell from your tone of voice.
What's the other thing?
Pardon me? Well, I'm your first phone call.
When?
Before, now, in the future. Anytime you're into something and you don't know what. And you can't tell me that you thought there was nothing to it. Because you sat down with Josh and you sat down with Toby. Anytime you're into something, you don't keep it from me. I'm your first phone call. I'm your first line of defense. You have to let me protect you, and you have to let me protect the president.
Is that what this is about?
What this is about, Sam, is that you're a very high profile, very visible, a much noticed member.
You just said 3 things that all mean the same thing.
You won't let this out of your teeth.
Can I go now, CJ? Because what I think this is about you, once again. Now, I'm waiting for the time when you will say that this is all your fault.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we're done talking now, so you can go.
CJ,
We're done.
about the retaliatory strike, you think we're going
I really
to
don't know what
target-
we're going to target, Sam. The commandant of the 2nd Division doesn't tend to include me in his thinking.
I'll see you later.
Count on it. Scene.
I've raised concerns before.
I'm talking about the meeting in January to which this letter is referring.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase this. You sent my clients 32 emails. In the first 31 emails, you didn't raise any concerns.
Is that a question?
In the 30-second email, you raised concerns about the site's functionality. Were you leading them on for 6 weeks?
No.
Why didn't you raise any of these?
It's snowing.
I'm sorry?
It just started snowing outside.
Mr. Zuckerberg, do I have your full attention?
No.
Do you think I deserve it?
What?
Do you think I deserve your full attention?
I had to swear an oath before we began the deposition phase. And I don't want to get arrested for perjury, so I have a legal obligation to say no.
Okay. No, you don't think I deserve your full attention?
I think if your clients want to stand on my shoulders and call themselves tall, they have a right to try. But there's no obligation that I enjoy being here listening to people lie. You have part of my attention, the minimum amount needed. The rest of my attention is back in the offices of Facebook, where my employees and I are doing things that no one in this room, including and especially your clients, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing. Did I adequately answer your condescending question?
Scene.